know Doctor Who? And if you don't, then you can go.
Right, hello guys, you're watching Go Doctor Who, and today we're going to do a review of Class Part 2. We did Part 1 last week, so check out episode 1 to episode 5, my review of that. Before you click on this, if this is your first one. If you've already watched that and you're watching this now, you're in the right place. We're going to review it. Just a heads up though, we are going to rank the class team out of 10 next week, and then we're going back to normal Doctor Who goodness. So subscribe, click the little bell so you don't miss any videos, and without further ado, let's get on to the review of Detained, I think episode 6 is called. And yes, basically the class team are stuck in detention. Miss Quill's trying to get rid of them for some reason, which we will later find out in episode 7. So yeah, the class team gets put in detention, and basically a meteorite thing crashes into the crack and goes and they're stuck in the classroom. Dark, everything's dark. They're in a prison sort of thing, and the asteroid thing, every time they touch it, they have to reveal darkness and their greatest and deepest fears, like the truths. They have to reveal their truths. They reveal past knowledge, but then they also have to say stuff in front of them and say, April, I absolutely love you, and then when April holds it, Ram, I don't love you as much as you love me, destroying that relationship for the time being. Then we've also got Charlie's boyfriend, Matthias, saying to Matthias, I love you but you scare me, making Matthias a bit upset. And then we have Tina Taya, I don't know the name of. She basically says to, Charlie that, oh, you're such an alien boy, you don't know anything, you just ask stupid questions. And that gets to him, and he has to deal with that. And I like that, like, they're all ripping on each other. It's like a danger fest full of darkest stuff. And of course we have, this affects the whole. It affects Matthias and their relationship with Charlie. It affects Charlie because he's scared. He's the prince of his dead world, and he's just so upset. Of course, when he holds it, he learns to control it and destroy the prisoner that's making him confess. And every time they hold it, they get to ask the prisoner a question, and I like that. It's a contained story. It's a bit like Midnight did with Doctor Who. So yeah, it's an alright story. I'm going to give it a I gave it a 7 out of 10, but I feel like I'm being a bit harsh there. I'm going to bump it up to an 8 out of 10. My original was 7 out of 10, but I'm bumping up to an 8 out of 10. Now, in the time being of this, right, for the time being of this, basically, it's in the same time as episode 7, and Miss Quill locks them all up. She doesn't know what's going to happen, but oh yes, before the end of that episode, Miss Quill saves the day. Charlie's going to get sucked in by the prison, and they all get put back to normal, and Miss Quill saves the day, and she's got a scar and long hair. I wonder how she got that. Let's find out for episode 7 why series episode 6 been taking place at the exact same time. We get to see what Quill did in that time period. And Miss Quill, episode 7, the longest bloody title in the world for an episode. Bloody hell, class likes long titles. Right, metaphoric blah blah blah, engagements or whatever Quill bloody did. Should we try that again? Metaphoric, I can't even read what I put, endure or what Quill did. I'm just going to call it what Quill did. I ripped the title on a piece of paper and I've literally can't read my writing on it. So literally, let's move away from the title. It's a long bloody title, and yeah. So Miss Quill, she's been offered by the governess that she can basically fix the thing in a little skull that is stopping her from doing anything. That what is it? Stopping Charlie from whatever he doesn't want her to do, basically, and she wants to be her own. She wants to be a free will man, and we also get the references to the Zygons. Love that. Miss Quill, the governess, I'm going to call her, and Shapeshifter is teleported, and we have to go to a realm and get this thing that basically is in Quill's head, or some sort of dangerous being that they manage to kill. Then they teleport to somewhere else, and they teleport to the shapeshifter's god. They have to kill the god, and then they have to go to Quill's god, and then they have to kill Quill's god, and we have to see that develop. The visuals in this, the alien planets look incredible. And then we get a chemistry of basically only one can live. But before that happens, Quill falls in love with the shapeshifter, and they get a lovely bond as two soldiers. And then the shapeshifter has to go in her eye. Oh my god, an eye scene on TV. It's horrible. So the shapeshifter goes in the eye and literally pulls out the being, which I've written down somewhere, but I'm not going to be able to find it in my notes. Diana, whatever. Gets it out of her, and we see her face all ripped, and she's like, ah! And then you get these medical hands of the shapeshifter and goes, and she's just got a scar. That's an interesting alien desire. But there you go, and they realise they're not in school still. They're in the box that Charlie has, the box of souls, the soul box, the moment, basically a rip-off of Doctor Who, The Moment. It's probably not the title, but I'm going to call it the Soul Box, because it has souls in, and you open it up and they kill you. But you know, yeah. So Quill gets that thing out of her head. She's got a scar. Only one can survive. She lets the shapeshifter use the gun. She knows the gun backfires and kills the shapeshifter. Boom. She's buried him. She's upset. She's lost him. But she's moved on, and she's back, and she's ready. And then it cuts to episode 6, where she saves the day, and we lead into episode 8 of what the hell's going to happen next. And episode 8 is the shortest bloody title they've done. Round of applause, class. You finally give us a little title instead of the long-ass bloody title of a paragraph. Right, the title's called The Lost. Episode 8, the finale, the last episode of Class ever. And I can see why. I'm going to give this story... Oh yes, Detained gets an 8 out of 10. And also, whatever Miss Quill did, or I'm not saying the bloody long title, 9 out of 10. Episode 8 will get a 6 out of 10. The worst rating of the series so far. This story was bloody boring to the point I was done with it. I'm glad that it was ending. So, this is how it goes. Ram's dad gets a ramen. I'm bad with these jokes. So Ram's dead. Not Ram's dead. Ram's dad is dead. There we go. Shadow King's killed her. Shadow King's not done. Oh no, he's killing Tina, Taya, whatever her name is, Mom. Ah, what are you doing? Oh, I can't do that. No, that's not PC. Right, what are you doing? You need to clean your room or stuff like that. And then Shadow King goes and kills Tina, Taya's mom. Boom. She's angry. She's furious. She's going to Miss Quill, and she's going, help me. Can you teach me? Also, her brothers got attacked by the Shadow King as well. And at this point, she was like, right, show me how to fight. And then we get a fighting sequence, and I love that. Oh yeah, Miss Quill, she's pregnant. From that sex scene, she's a baby. She's got a baby. And apparently them babies eat the mother. Good luck, Miss Quill, for Series 2. Oh wait, no Series 2. Then we get, Mateus and Charlie getting that development, and Charlie being on the road of pointing guns at the governess, and she's dealing with time. They can control time. Time Lords? No, they're not Time Lords. And they're not good enough to be Time Lords. Oh wait, Chibnall just completely stopped that, didn't he? There's no Time Lords no more. Which I actually kind of like. I kind of like that Gallifrey was destroyed in the first place, so good on you, Chris Chibnall. And yes, I just give Chris Chibnall a compliment. Come at me in the comments. Please don't. Yeah, what else? So the governess gets attacked. Oh yes, they only just shoehorn in at the very end of the story. Here's a weeping angel, looky, look for Series 2. You want to get us to give us a Series 2 so we can show you what the hell the weeping angels are doing. Looky, weeping angel. oh wait, it snaps her neck, which they don't normally do. And we also have this guy who seems to be in control, who's the same actor from the Sarah Jane Adventures. I wonder if they were connected. Ooh. The shopkeeper with the parrot from the Sarah Jane Adventures series 4, 5 of Sarah Jane Adventures, you know. Just saying, it could be linked. Oh wait, we're never going to find out because there's no bloody series 2. But anyway, the Shadow King he's killing all these people for revenge of April taking the mick out of him and losing him as king. But he's king again and controlling them all to ready to kill them all. And Charlie, right, get the name right, has to do the unstoppable. He has to kill April, and you get this cool music sequence, and she's like, oh. And then Ram, he's in the bloody car park in one scene. The next scene, he's actually in the room, which we never saw, and he runs in and goes, oh, April, you killed her. You're not my mother. Yes, I am. No, that's EastEnders. But either way, she's on the floor and she's dying, and Ram's in her arms. As a good moment, cheeky Ram. He's in her arms and she's died in front of him. Oh well, April, we loved you. I actually thought she was a decent character, and further on that, when I do a review of the team, I'm going to rank the class team next week, so stay tuned for that. But yes, so we get April on the floor. The Weeping Angel, not Weeping Angels, they're done. We never get to see them again, but there's a massive statue with a painting of a Weeping Angel attacking people, and the governess and the government, the governor, whatever, have been serving the Weeping Angels all the time, and they've been working with them. I wonder why. Also, then cracks, we never see how they can never be stopped, so there's still cracks in the universe. Don't worry, I'm sure Matt Smith will sort that out. And we also get the Shadow King ready to attack Charlie, and they're all doing this cool battle sequence, and they're fighting and they're punch ya. And then he uses the moment / memory box / the soul box and goes boom, and all these lights are flying out, the music's going crazy, and the planet gets destroyed of the Shadow King, and all the Shadow King get destroyed, and the bam 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 bam, and then they do the cool scene of them all exploding and flying everywhere like ah. And then the Shadow King arises. Is he going to be dark? Is he going to be scary? What are you all looking at? It's April. Hello, I'm the Shadow King. And you're like, oh god, that's so wrong. Oh, what were they thinking? And then it leaves in the cliffhanger, them all going, and you're like, you never even got a series 2. You're never going to explain why that is. And what the hell is happening? And that was the end of the episode, and why it gets a 6 out of 10. Yeah. Oh, also April's mom can't walk anymore, and she gets put back down to a seat, which is a bit undermining. I think it gave her hope, and then she lost it again. Oh, she also lost a daughter, unless you kind of count her as the Shadow King. What? April's the Shadow King now, and literally, and she's just got a Shadow King. She's got April's voice and a Shadow King. It's like, so yeah, there we go. That's it. The end of class. Ta-da! What are we going to give this series out of 10? I think we've gave some strong episode rankings and stories so far. I'm going to give this series a 7.5 out of 10. Solid series. Well, it's not. It has its problems. The music though, we go on and on and on and da 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 da. You know the song. I really love that. That's really cool. It booms you up to this episode. You're like, yeah, I can do this. And then you get to the finale and you're like, The finale was terrible. I think if the finale did well, it has high hopes of a series 2. Sadly, it didn't get recognition, got put on iPlayer and stuff like that, and it didn't work. So I'm going to give the series a 7.5 out of 10. You're going to join me next week, yes you are, for my ranking of the class team. And then we're going to go on to completely different and talk about Doctor Who, as Go Doctor Who is called Go Doctor Who because we talk about Doctor Who. So yes, we're done with the series. We're done with all the spin-offs now. We've done Sarah Jane, we've done Torchwood, and we've done Class. We are going to do K9 and Company, we are going to do K9 and Friends, and we are going to do the series at some point in the near future, but not anytime soon. So yes, join me next week for another video. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and let me know your opinions. I'll have a nice day. Yeah. See ya.